Yep, it's on.
Oh my God. Here we are. We are literally traveling on the road. I didn't open the door yet. Close it. Close it. Bad cue. That's my fault. No Blue Monkey quarantine tonight. We are, well, we're in the States. All right. That's all I can tell you right now. But it's a travel show. We got a fun way to do it. Are you ready for this? We're going into the, I don't know, Blue Monkey travel quarantina, holiday travel style. Are you ready? So here's the thing. Everything's opening back up. Well, everything's shutting back down. People are traveling. We are on the road, folks, and we are not going to let a little family vacation. I mean, who needs to spend time with their kids and their family? Shh, hush over there. I don't want to hear it. But you're more important to us than anybody else out there, especially family. It sounds horrible. It's so mean. But anyway, we are helping you out because we know once you hit the road, we need to still be able to do some nice cocktails. Look, just because we're out in the middle of nowhere, and we are in the middle of nowhere, and if anybody comes back and says, Paul, the show was blurry tonight, I look better blurry. You know it. I know it. Enjoy it. I just can't believe it's working. But we're going to show you how to do a dang travel drink, miniature bottle style. So here we are. Tonight we're going bougie while we travel, because you're in the woods doesn't mean you can't be bougie. Now, how are we going? So we're going back to the 1860s. 1860s. That's when these little miniature bottles started appearing. Now, couple stories about how they came about. Now, everybody agrees it was Powers whiskey. You see what I did there? I actually tied Whiskey Wednesday into the drink tonight, and we're not even having whiskey. That's how good we've gotten with this show. But it's a gin drink tonight. But Powers whiskey was the first one in the 1860s. Again, two stories. Here's what they decided on. One, Powers family. They used to be ferried around Dublin. And the ferry drivers, they would need a little nip. Not enough to get them drunk, for God's sakes. So they had these little flasks. So one of the stories is that the Powers family started making little miniature bottles, enough to keep them warm, but not get them drunk. Thank you, Powers family. Now the second story, still tied to the Powers family and whiskey. By the way, whiskey, Irish whiskey, we're in Dublin. E or no E? E. All right, I know, you knew it. You got it. Good for you. Now, the second one is that all of the people that worked at the distillery, they didn't make enough money to actually be able to buy a bottle of Powers Irish whiskey. Because, I mean, it's still high-level stuff. So the Powers family, in an effort to kind of give back to the workers, they actually started making miniature bottles so that the employees at the distillery could afford at least a taste of what they were making. I don't know. Either way, everybody agrees, 1860s, that's when it started. Now, fast forward, when did it get big? 50s, 60s, 70s, that's when it took off. Why? Well, 1950s, they started serving these little bad boys on airplanes. Little story for you. When they were flying back in the day, they could only serve the airplane mini bottles and alcohol when they were over a state that allowed to drinking in that state. So in other words, if you took off and you were flying from New Jersey, you could drink. But as soon as they hit Pennsylvania, they couldn't serve anymore. They had to wait, and then you could drink again. But it was only over the states that allowed it. There was a point, though, when alcohol became an issue on airplanes. I think we've all been there. But for a while, in the 60s, they actually had a 2-drink minimum on many airlines.
Minimum? Maximum?
Minimum.
Oh, not maximum. Maximum. You can only have 2 drinks?
Rewind. 2-drink maximum. Thank you, sorry. I mean, I'd like to tell you that this is the first drink of the day, but it isn't. Anyway, so go a little bit further, and here we are today. Mini bottles are awesome. They're everywhere. You need to figure out, I'm going to teach you some great ways to make a better airplane drink. Don't just order a mini. Now, I will tell you this, what's fun about mini bottles, you know they're still illegal in some states? Yeah, Louisiana, Utah, they have a 100 milliliter
Minimum.
minimum. There's the minimum. I was there, and so these are only 50, and they do it. They have their reasons. And in some states, like Maine, they actually have put a 15-cent deposit. It's funny, on the back of this bottle, there's a deposit for Maine on it. I'll bring these home, put them in my pocket, take them to Maine, cash it in. The reason they did that is in Maine, and this was all tied to Fireball, recently, that was such a explosion of Fireball shots in these little throwaway that pollution became an issue, and Fireball consumption went up tenfold. So they put a deposit on it to try to limit it. I don't care about it. Here we are. We're going to do it. Now, I'm going to give you a recipe to do a French 75 so you can do it on an airplane.
Or in a hotel.
Or in a hotel. Obviously in a hotel. We're in a hotel, but yes, you're right. So you need 2 little bottles of gin and a little split of any sort of sparkling champagne wine. Then here's the only thing you gotta hunt down. Now on an airplane you can get a bunch of lemons. Here's the thing, they make those little packets of lemon juice. Grab one of those if you have to. Next thing you know, or you need is sugar. So go over right here. Normally, this is where you're gonna live, right? Get 2 packets of sugar. That's your place. That's where you want to live. You're gonna need that. Now, next thing we need. Oh crap! We need cups. So again, go back because chances are there's probably cups right where you were. There they are. 2 cups, plastic. They're just throw them away. Bring them over. You're gonna need those. Now, you're gonna have to mix this with ice. Now, here's the thing. We're not animals, right? I mean, you can put ice in here. You can do it. You don't have to mix the drink. We're not animals. We're staying at a nice place. So go back to where you were. Chances are they've probably got a mixer right there for you. So you're going to use that bad boy too. Now, if you don't have a mixer, don't worry. You can make it work. Now, if you think I'm not going to be bringing a mixer and sending a video of me at 30,000 feet mixing a cocktail, oh, wait for that one. Anyway, come on over here. Get your ice. I tell you to chill these, but they're plastic. There's no chill in them. But you can still top them up with some ice. Oh, I just realized. Oh, I have an answer. Hold on. All right. Here's your recipe. You ready? 2 bottles. Gin. Easiest drink ever. Boop. By the way, Paul, is that a ottoman that you stood up on end to do your show? Yeah, come on, people. You know, use what you got. You gotta have a bar. Again, we're not animals. I'm not making it on the floor. Plus, nobody eats off of this side of it, so it's fine. All right, you got your gin, 2 gins, because we're making 2. That was one for Shelby. 2 packets of sugar. I guess you can go Splenda if you're watching your weight. Whatever. This is replacing the simple syrup that we would normally have in it. Next thing you need, you got a plastic knife. God bless it. Yeah. By the way, my cutting board, yeah, from the bathroom. It's when they put all that stuff on. Just wipe it off, clean it, and then come on in. And then I've also got a little thing. There's your lemon. And then you're going to need about a half a lemon. But here's what I want you to do. I want you to keep 1 nice slice for garnish. Actually, I'm going to do another one. Kind of keep these thins. Normally you would do a little sliver. We're going to do 2. Then, here's what I'm doing. Give that a squeeze. Sorry, didn't bring the Chinese squeezer to this one. That's okay. Don't need it. I only need 2. I've got an extra. Do that. Look around. I'm not telling you where we are. Chances are there's another tall cup. And
You're not telling us where
we're not? Uh-oh, hold on. No, wait.
Oh.
Wait. Go back. We're gonna make this work. Could a coffee one do it? Probably not.
Oh, this is where the first time we're gonna see it.
Oh, we're not done. We're not done. Hold on. Hold on. Let's do this.
Oh, there goes my margarita.
That's safe. you're going to give it a good shake. Now this one's special because you normally use a little bit of simple syrup, and we're using granulated, so we got to give this a good shake. Get this. Oh. Smells good already. There's your drink. Set that back. Shelby will never know we used it. Last thing you need to do.
Actually, that one's yours.
Strain. Use your knife. Come on, people. Little extra ice isn't going to hurt. It's good luck. You know how this works. Oh.
The traveling bartender.
Look at this.
That's better.
Are we there?
Yeah, I think so.
Save all that. Now, last thing. French 75, right? Oh, wait. So with the cork. Top it off with a little sparkling and a little bubble. Boom. Garnish. I don't care where you are, what you do. No drink ever goes ungarnished. A little squeeze. Throw that in there. And squeeze. Folks, travel French 75. I'm telling you what. Let's see if it holds up. You're making this in your hotel. You're a rock star. When we take this out into the resort area, it's bougie. But you know what? We're allowed to be bougie. You make this on the plane, you're bougie and crazy. And I can't wait to do it. All right. Oh, it's right there. You're not going to know the difference. Top line plastic cup, French 75. We'll leave you with one last story. Best airplane drink story I can give you, at least right now. No research on this one. It's my dad. This is like late 70s. Late 70s, my dad and my uncle were on a plane. They were flying to California to meet my uncle's, some of his family. So they're heading out there, and apparently there was an issue, and some of the stewardesses weren't able to make it, and then they hit some bad weather. Anyway, plane's a wreck, right? People all upset, and this stewardess is just kind of going nuts. My dad and my uncle step up and say, look, let us help you. And she says, thank you. Total Tommy boy, my dad and uncle hijacked the drink cart, and they make cocktails and drinks for everybody on the flight. For 3 hours, they're making cocktails on the flight, handing them out for free to everybody as they go in. I don't know where I get my stuff, folks, but I'm just telling you, that's some good crazy stuff. So, enjoy your travel. It's happening. I know and realize this is one of the first non-emergency drinks we've done. But, hey, we got to break the chain sometime. And hindsight.
You know, we were working with what we had on hand. They
You're
did
not
not have it where we are.
You know what? I'm going to have to find a way to smuggle emergency on flights into the hotels.
Yeah.
I'll do better next time.
Yep.
But to everybody out there.
And happy Canada Day to our Canadians.
Oh, yes. Happy Canada Day. And, you know, I guess I can say where we are. You probably already all figured it out. But,
yeah,
we're back in the homeland.
We don't have emergency
Yeah.
here.
There's no emergency. But I'll tell you what, we're going to save this place. You know what? COVID cases are up to like 3 people now in West Virginia. So this is fantastic. We're living it, loving it. Cheers to everybody. We'll see you Sunday.
Chink.
Love you all. Have a good night. Good night.
See you Sunday.